Come on, get to it. You are invited to episode 59. Here we go. I have no idea if that's going to record on this, but I mean, hey, hopefully it does. So we had a guest have some problems tonight with his interwebs and power at his house, so we're just going to kind of fly with this one.
All right.
I do have some phone notes.
I don't think I have anything.
Oh, not good. Okay, so this is not quite a. It'd be considered a vitamin thought.
All right.
Not on the vitamins, but I don't know where my brain was at the other day.
What do you got?
How the fuck do they harvest grass seeds? Like, how much grass do you have to grow to get a 50-pound bag of grass seed? And then now times that by every agway or, agricultural store in the country has hundreds of bags. So, I mean, where are we growing all this fucking grass? Like,
where's it all coming from?
It's a shit ton of, like, how is it? And not only that, but like, how much work is it to do it? So, like, 50-pound bag of grass seeds, what, like $30, $40?
Yeah, way more than that. 130.
Really? Okay, but still, like, how? So it's $130 a bag. Now you've got to figure out how much does it actually cost one bag to like grow and like to make, like, that's got to be a shit ton of work.
I know, like, because we have a custom blend that we sell, and for us to be able to get like that custom blend, we have to purchase at least 750 pounds. Which it seems like a lot at first, but we sell probably 10 pallets of it a year.
Yeah.
And there's 50 bags on a pallet, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, as far as like how much seed there needs to be to make a 50-pound bag, I mean, there's a lot of seeds in a 50-pound bag.
Mm-hmm.
And a 50-pound bag will cover a third of an acre of bare ground.
Okay. So still, like, that's what it covers, but like, how much does it take to grow a 50-pound bag? It's not probably a third of an acre. It's probably more.
Yeah.
So now you're talking about filling just your store alone. If you sell 10 pallets of 50-pound bags.
Yeah.
That's a fuck ton of area to grow just grass seed in.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know what the process is. How is it genetically modified?
I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna have to ask. Do they just have fields of this grass seed growing? And then they let it go to seed and they harvest the seed?
Well, that's what I said too, because my mom was like, oh, well, just turf farms. And I'm like, no, turf farms are just turf farms. Like, they are just growing perfect ass grass.
Yeah.
Because there's one right by you.
Yeah, in Lebanon. And it is massive.
Yeah.
I mean, tractor trailer trucks of turf leaving that place every day.
Right. So, I mean, obviously to grow grass and roll it up and eat, that takes a ton of grass.
Yeah.
But what is, how do I get a bag of grass? Like, how the fuck do you have that much to go into Home Depot and there's probably, I don't know, every Home Depot in the country probably has 10,000 pounds of grass seed on hand?
Easy.
Where's our grass seed coming from?
I'm going to do a quick Google search here.
This is literally what goes through my head while I'm driving a 10,000 pound truck down the road. That's not concerning to anybody else. Sorry. But then to even go further, so grass seed's kind of a pain in the ass, right? I mean,
yeah,
maybe it's not as bad to like take off the stock, like whatever, however the fuck they harvest it. I don't even know. But then I went to like, we buy the meaties, which is just sunflower hearts. So now you've got to grow a sunflower, harvest the sunflower seeds out of the flower. Then you've got to crack the fucking seeds open and then bag it. And how many thousands of pounds of that is everywhere in the country? Like, I think sunflower seeds.
I just did a quick internet search. And I searched, where does grass seed come from?
It comes from fucking grass plants.
And it's called inflorescence. Grass seeds are produced from a cluster of flowers known as inflorescence. Grass species begin to develop flowers once the plant has developed a sufficient number of leaf blades, meaning you just didn't cut it.
Yeah.
So that really doesn't answer my question. Let's try this again.
Holy shit. I found one. So Oregon is the world's major producer of cool season forage and turf grass seed, and widely recognized center for expertise in seed production.
That makes sense because it just rains there all the time.
$450 million just for this one farm.
Wow.
Grass seed is produced on nearly 1,500 grass seed farms in Oregon. Huh. Largest grass seed farm in Oregon.
Yeah, I'm bored of this.
You're bored of this? I am not at all.
Well, I'm bored of searching for it on the internet.
Oh.
Oh.
Grass seed is grown on 400,000 acres.
400,000 acres?
In Oregon alone.
That's massive.
Holy fuck.
Most of these turf farms that are growing grass, like the one in Lebanon, it's like they don't even grow it long. Like it gets.
Yeah, no, they're mowing it. They're harvesting it when it's fucking like fairway on a fucking golf course.
Yeah.
I think I have to actually purchase sod, which is gonna suck, but
your lawn's gonna be tough to grow seed in just because it's so
wooded.
Yeah. So it's probably so acidic.
Mm-hmm. Because it's all pine, so
yeah,
that's real fucking handy. Yeah, so that's what I thought of the other day.
Holy shit. I just saw some breaking news. Cops TV series canceled after 31 years.
Yep. Off the air.
Holy, can we have a moment of silence?
Sure.
I loved Cops.
That was it. That was your moment.
Yeah, it was just
a moment. Like a breath. That was like a breath of silence.
Got the point across. A moment's supposed to be a moment.
Oh, I wonder if live PD is going to stick around.
I don't know why it wouldn't. It's live. They can document it. Do you think Cops was real? Because it was previously. You don't think it was? Not. You think it was staged?
You didn't? Did you ever hear McComas' story of it?
Yeah, Uncle Todd told me. But I still love that show.
Oh, speaking of which, I got to reach out to him because he said one of the places he wants to vacation is Maine. So, I mean, I think, yeah. So I think we just flood him with.
Yeah, and then he's going to be like, fuck that. I don't want to go to Maine.
No, I'll be like, dude, you want to come up? We'll fucking take you to Perkins Cove, take you on a lobster boat in Perkins Cove, take you out striping fishing in Lobster Cove, or Perkins Cove.
Yeah.
At a beach.
You got a house to stay in?
Yeah.
I think it's, flood them. I mean, I've got to have some sort of skill I could show them. Teach him about working on lawnmowers. He said at one point he did say he wanted to learn how to do that.
Hey, I worked on a lawnmower today.
Did you?
Yeah. New neighbor. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but I actually know a neighbor now. It's kind of a big deal.
John?
I haven't known Nope. So the neighbors between me and said friend neighbor is John.
Yeah.
And then Kate and Evan.
That's right. You told me that you have befriended a neighbor.
We've befriended the neighbor. Well, she texted me the other day, and it was yesterday. She texted me. She goes, "Hey, do you have the ability to sharpen lawnmower blades?" I was like, "Yeah, I've got a grinder in my shop," which will lead us into our next discussion because I don't know if you saw my IG story. And if you haven't, go find it because it's a funny one. But so she texted me and said, "Hey, can you sharpen lawnmower blades?" I said, "Yeah, I've got a grinder in my shop. Just, whatever." I was like, "Do you want me to come up and take them off at your place or do you want to just drive the tractor down?" Because it's 3 houses. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I'll just drive the tractor down. That sounds awesome." So, and then like not 10 minutes later, I can hear now that like, I was like sort of paying attention to what's going on outside my house.
Yeah.
I just hear carnage. I mean, it sounded like she just ran over a pile of rocks. And I was like, so I texted her. I was like, "I think you do need those sharpened at this point." And she was like, "Oh my God, you could hear that?" I was like, yeah. Yeah, it sounded like someone put a boulder through a rock chipper.
You don't have an Instagram story right now.
I don't? Did it not post?
I guess not.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, I'm going to be so mad if this didn't post. No, it posted. Right there. Maybe you saw it already?
I haven't seen this one. Wow, nice work.
Yeah. So, I had the lawnmower show up today. Go down, jack it up, take the 3 blades off the mower, and just go over, fire up the grinder. Don't look around at all. Just start the grinder, start hammering away. And these things they need to be replaced. She'll be coming to see you soon. I told her next time that she thinks her blades are dull, let's just go ahead and replace them. Because the edges, like where they come out, are like
paper thin.
Yeah, they're sharp.
Yeah, they're going to turn into bullets here at some point.
Yeah, definitely. We're not far away from it. And so I was grinding away, and then all of a sudden I saw like a little smoke rising, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I was like, and now my grinder is on a wooden bench, but it's mounted on the edge where most of the sparks hit the ground, or my leg, or whatever's in the way. And so I did stop, assess the situation, and I looked down, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" Fucking pulled that lighter out, and it has just been getting doused in sparks. And that's one of the that lighter that I posted today was one of the ones that you fill up with butane.
Oh yeah.
So, and that was like basically right on the fuel part of it. So I'm like, oh, that would have been just fucking cute. That thing sitting right nut level, just exploding.
One of the guys at the shop was welding one day, and another guy had a rag that was soaked in carburetor cleaner. So he threw it at the torch on the MIG welder as the guy was welding, and of course it burst into flames, and also started some other things on the bench, a fire, and the guy who threw the rag freaked out. It was like trying to pat the fire down, ended up like catching his glove on fire, and the other guy was just kind of lifted up his welding mask and looked at him, cool as a cucumber, didn't bother him a bit, and that was hilarious. I've been like walking out back. One of my favorite things to do is when one of the guys, especially a new guy, starts up a tractor or something, and
catch some wrenches together.
That, or I'll be standing in front of it, and all of a sudden I'll go, "Shut it off! Shut it off!" So they shut it off, and then they're like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "Nothing." I just walk away.
I've seen there's been a bunch of those videos on TikTok where guys are like, "All right, first start of the race car." They fire it up, and there's a fucking dude standing there with fucking two wrenches just going. And then as the guy revs it up, he's like, so the guy can't see him. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So how's work?
Not great.
No. Still working from home, obviously.
Still working from home, which is one of the better parts of everything. But Saturday we tripped again, so this is why we're remote. Technically, I'm still allegedly maybe working.
Oh.
Till 9, so I mean, just a couple minutes early.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what the week brings. We're supposed to come back online sometime. I don't really know. I don't hear anything. They just reach out like once a day. I reach out like 6 times a day. I'm like, hey, what do you need? Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go back to doing what I was doing. So.
So just, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to bring it up. Because I just don't want to start a shitstorm. And trying to find. So I noticed some news out of York. A guy paid a 44-year-old parking ticket in York.
Yes. Yep. Person out of Mass, I think. 1978 or something like that.
Did they get any?
76.
Did they at least collect interest or anything on it?
Nope. They sent a check for $4 because I think the ticket was $2, and it was $2 if not paid within however long, whatever. So they sent a check, and York Police Department just was like, "Aha, that's cool, thanks." And I mean, I guess after 34 years and you haven't done anything, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
But
that just shows why is parking tickets that big of a deal.
Right. Well, we could go into. We're not going there. We're just. No.
trying to see if I've got anything cool I can show you in here.
Went fishing again on Friday.
I saw that. Looks like you slayed him again.
I did, yes.
Meaning your father did not?
No. And I would like to say, I'm growing. This crazy world that we're living in now, I just became like a nicer individual this weekend.
You tell.
We were up there on Friday.
Yeah.
And, had fished it the Friday before, I think, or sometime, maybe that Monday or something. I don't remember when the fuck I fished with my wife, and we both crushed it. I mean, she was catching fish as much as I was. Not quite as much, but you get the point.
I get it.
So I go up there, start fishing similar fly to what I was fishing the last time I was up there.
Yeah.
Nobody wants anything to do with it. I'm like, all right, time to drop back and punt. Time to start just ripping through the box and trying to find something to work.
Yeah.
Find something that's working. And I'm like, all right, this is sweet. Like, this is it's a go-to fly for me at other places. So I'm like, I'm fucking stocked on this fly. Like, I probably have 30 of them in my box.
Yeah.
And I just start rattling off fish in front of this guy, older guy. And, older to the point of like, he's having trouble. He's waiting. I'm just standing on a rock. And he was a little ways away from me. No, like we weren't fishing on top of each other, but we were fishing close enough where he was watching me every time I caught a fish and looking at me very pissed off. And he was nymph fishing at this time, which I'm a dry fly or die guy. I will not fish. I mean, we talked about it last time. I will not fish dry, any wet flies. I just don't find the point in it. I don't find the sport in it. Fuck them. So he says, hey, what do you, he's like, oh, nice fish. What are you fishing? I was like, oh, it's called normally I'm not the type of person to tell anybody around me how I'm fishing. Unless I know you or I'm fishing with you, I'm not going to tell you what the fuck I'm fishing. But this dude, it was more of a charity case. And there's nobody around us. And I was just like, oh, it's a renegade. And the guy was like, huh? And I was like, here. And I only have my 3-weight with me. And so now I'm trying to cast this thing like fucking 80 yards on a roll cast to this other guy. Not that far, but like it was all that fucking rod could handle. And I got one like close to him and it drifted like right in front of him. I was like, dude, you can grab it. Like, I don't mind. Like, if you want to look at it and see if you have anything like it. And so he switched up and he went to a dry and he ended up catching like 1 or 2 fish. And I think I landed 10 fish in front of him. And so this whole time I texted my father and told him what I was fishing. And he actually was standing in front of me after I caught 2 fish. Showed him the fly. He goes up, fishes another spot. Misses a couple fish allegedly. I probably missed 4 fish just because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Like, I didn't care. Like, there was one time I literally took my fly out of a fish, dropped it back like in front of me, and it was still floating. And I was like messing around with something on my bag or something, and then all of a sudden this fish just slammed my fly, and I just was like, "Oh fuck, oh well." So I go up and talk to my old man, and I'm like, "Hey," I motioned to him. I was like, "Come down here again." So he comes down, and we'd been fishing for like 2.5 hours. I was done. Like, I'm like, dude, I caught fucking almost a dozen fish. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, did you catch anything up there? Because I'd been kind of like watching out of the corner of my eye. And he's like, no. I was like, here, fish my rod. Here's my fly that I just literally caught a fish on not more than 10 minutes ago. Here's like the 6 sections of river to fish. Here's where the fish are stacked up. This is where you want to fly. Put the fly, let it come down over this. The only thing I didn't fucking do for him was fish the rod. Nothing. And so back to my charity. At that point, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not really doing anything. So I grabbed his rod, fixed it for him, which I still actually have to fix more of it, but he's got a hokey fucking Jew boy setup on it anyways. But so I walked up and around to the other side of the river where that guy was, and I was like, hey, I don't mean to sneak up on you, but I was like, here's what the fly I was using. And I had like 3 or 4 in my hand. And he was like, oh, okay. I was like, you can have them. He was like, what? I was like, dude, take them. I was like, I carry some flies. I carry 2 boxes primarily. I fish one, and my second box is normally like a restock box from my first box.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have like 12.5 of these in my extras. I was like, dude, just go ahead and fish them. He's like, I appreciate it. And then I walked back over, and at that point, it had been like 35, 40 minutes. No fish for George. I was like,
I've been there.
Okay.
You want to know an easy way to catch fish? I got one right here. This is what I resort to sometimes because I just can't catch them on a fishing rod.
There you go.
You just shoot them. It's much easier that way.
You could try.
What's that?
I still think I'd probably catch more than
you. Probably. Oh, so what have I been up to? What did we do last weekend? Saturday night, last Friday night. They were doing a big fireworks show for the Marshwood High School graduates.
Yeah.
So they had like a drive-through graduation or something, I guess, Friday during the day. And then across from the high school, have you seen that new building they built across the street? So guy, he's a customer of ours, and he went to Marshwood as well. He dabbles in fireworks shows, so he's a licensed.
I don't believe he dabbles. I believe he's ball deep in fireworks.
Yeah, but it's like it's not his main job.
Yeah.
So he set up across the street behind that building and shot off the fireworks. All the graduates and their families and stuff were parked at the high school, like near the football field and stuff.
Yeah.
So they could watch. So me, Mandy, and a few of our, like Mike and his wife and Jonathan's wife, we went to the Rod and Gun Club thinking we could look right down the power lines and watch them. You could see them like coming up over the tops of the trees. So it was kind of cool, but really wasn't the best view. So that was Friday night. Saturday night, went over to a buddy of mine's house. Jesus. Here in Berwick, and hung out with him and his girlfriend. They had a baby 4 months ago, so got to meet him. Then work Sunday. You should see what they've done to the range at the Rod and Gun Club.
Yeah, I heard they're putting up huge berms.
Yeah, like behind the trap range is probably 70 feet tall.
Why?
This
is what I said. I was talking to Chad's wife, and I was like, why are we spending this much money? Like, is there something you're telling us that we've been in violation of? Because there was none of that talk in the newsletter. The newsletter was just like, oh, we just want to make it better.
I don't think it's a violation or anything. I think those berms needed to be redone anyways. And I think it's just one of those things where no blue sky. And just get them as high as they can. They're getting the material for free.
Oh, really?
As far as I know, they get it from Pike for free. So and it was a good price on the berms themselves. So I think it's Jesus Christ. I think it's just make them as high as they can, and it covers any risk basically. Because the pistol range is already super high, so those don't need to be any higher.
No.
And then
that's when I saw they redo the berms, I'm like, well, fucking berms you redid, like you literally just redid all the berms where you needed berms. Like, why do you need a fucking 70-foot berm behind a fucking trap range?
No.
Like, why?
I don't think it costs the club that much money. No reality. Especially if they got the material for free. Then they're just paying for time.
Yeah. Also, heard they're putting in surveillances up there.
I think that got shot down.
I don't know why.
I think enough.
Why?
I'm not against it.
I would rather have it. Like,
in all reality, I'd rather have a live feed so you could go on and see how many people were there.
Yeah.
You know?
I know, like, we actually went out Saturday night to a buddy's place. And the last time I was over there, I was talking with a girl there, and her husband was going to join South Burke, and then as soon as he heard that they were going to be putting in cameras, he was like, I'm never going to join a club that has cameras. I'm like, what are you worried about? Like, at this point, if you don't think that the government knows everything about you, you're fucking out of your mind. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is, bud.
Exactly. And, they're putting up all these new state-of-the-art ranges. That White Birch Armory is building a brand new range in Dover. They're going to have cameras. They're going to have surveillance. It's insurance reasons.
Seriously. I mean, if you think anybody's going to be, like, just watching the tape for fun, like, you're out of your mind. It's only going to be used if there's a problem and there's some fucking jackass in a condominium that says, oh, a fucking bullet went through my tonneau cover. And you can turn back and be like, okay, what day did it happen? No, it didn't. Sorry, there was no one there, or there was only this person there, and we have on video all of his shots hitting a burn. Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Or at least have it, who enters and who exits. Have one at the gate, just so they can see which vehicles were there, and then they can question those people. They could do that with, who opens the gate.
Right. You can do it with gate cards now.
So, although they say the record of the gate card is kept in a file, not on any computer and da-da-da-da-da, which I don't fucking believe.
No, I would say that that'd be a lie.
Yeah. But there is a lot of tinfoil helmets out there. I mean, but in all reality, we have cameras at the shop.
Yeah.
And the only time we look at them is if something was weird.
Yeah.
So it's not a Big Brother thing. It's hey, this person says a bullet went through their truck.
Just CYA thing. Cover your ass. That's all it is. So. Two big news just on things in the news today. Maine hit 100 people dead from the corona, so congratulations.
York County had no new cases today.
Oh, that's weird. We probably should just lock down the state more. But York Beach, the beaches, we can go lay out and tan. Thank God.
Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. I've been waiting.
The only reason I'm happy for that now is because now I can just take the kids to the beach and they can play in the sand and do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah. Do you have to wear a mask?
I don't know. I'm not going to. So
We had some lady come in the shop the other day with her friend who was not wearing a mask, and she was wearing a mask. And Jonathan started talking to her, and she goes, I just don't understand why you guys aren't wearing masks here. And her friend said, I'm not wearing a mask. And rolled her eyes. It's just, is what it is. See if there's anything good on Facebook. Probably not.
Sorry, setting a forward. What was it? Did you watch the video I sent you today? We can't really post it on here, but it was funny. Yeah, oh, have we talked about my daughter going viral on TikTok? Because that's cool.
You mentioned it to me after we recorded last week.
Yeah. So
it officially went viral?
Well, I guess I don't know at what point you discern that something is viral, but for me, having a whole 60 followers on TikTok, pretty big deal. She's got her videos been viewed 223.1 thousand times.
How many? 223,000?
No, 23,100. 23.1 thousand. And 360 likes, half a dozen comments. Yeah, so there's that. That's my daughter saying motherfucking asshole, so that's cool. Another thing.
Have you heard about the joke about the cure for COVID?
No.
It's a riot. There's literally nothing good in the news. Ever.
No. There's nothing in the sports news.
Although they're getting closer on baseball, from what I heard. Is that true?
I don't think so. I heard they were getting further away again. I heard they made like an attempted change to the original proposal, and it was better.
Yeah.
But it was actually interesting to hear, Euclid was on the McAfee show today.
Yeah.
And he was like, he goes, go back and look at records at the end of May. And then look at who won the World Series. Like the Nationals, who won the World Series last year, were like 13-48 or something like that.
Huh.
And then they win the World Series. So it's like baseball is a sport about like longevity, getting into grooves. And he's like, you talk about having 50 games.
Yeah.
That means your starting pitcher at most throws 10 games. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you're talking 160 game season. If you're a starting pitcher on a 4-day rotation, you're at like 40.
Yeah.
So, and if you're going to fucking jam 50 games in right now with giving a 3-week preseason and then 50 games and then the playoffs starting in October when they normally do, you're not going to have any like 4-day weekends. Like you're fucking.
Yeah, you're jamming.
We have the potential to have an amazing summer and fall of sports, just sports overload.
Massive amount of sports. I have to go to Facebook. I have to go to North Carolina this weekend.
It's finally here, huh?
Yeah. Leaving midnight Friday. Not really. It's going to be a quick trip. And I'm happy.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
You're leaving at midnight on Friday?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Why?
Leave it 9 o'clock at night.
Well, I want to get more sleep than 3 hours.
Overrated.
We've discussed. I'm an old man.
Just saying. Red Bull, nicotine.
I don't think the traffic is going to be that bad. Just have to bring a hatchet instead of a firearm.
Yeah, you travel through some unruly states.
Yeah. So, looking forward to it, though. Get down there. Get them packed up. Get them back here.
The missus going or no?
Yeah, she's coming.
So even more of a good reason to leave at 9. You got time to switch off.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave at midnight. I've never run into that bad of traffic leaving at midnight. So that's just what I'm going to stick to.
I've never run into traffic if I leave it between 8 and 9. I'm not shitting you. I mean, other than New York, George Washington Bridge.
Yeah. Which I'm going to try to go around that anyway.
It's normally them doing fucking construction. It's not traffic. Yeah. Like, it's not because of rush hour or anything. It's because as soon as fucking 10 o'clock hits, they're working on the bridge.
Yeah. So, God, I can't get comfortable.
I'm wicked comfortable. I got a new seat pad. It's fantastic.
I'm sitting on a metal bar stool after sitting on a stool all day.
I got this. Hold on.
Ooh.
Comfy life. It's amazing.
Yeah. I got a new computer. So Mandy's got new work computers. Yeah. Our boss let us keep her old desktop.
Oh, yeah.
Which was set up at the house anyways because Mandy was working from home. And she's back working at the office now. So
about time, huh?
What's that?
About time, huh?
Yeah. So she's back working at the office, and so it's just an HP. I mean, computers have come a long way. There's like no tower to it; it's all built into the monitor.
Yeah.
And then the keyboard's wireless, and the mouse is wireless. So it's weird.
Yeah, you still have wired headphones.
Yeah.
You can't even tell that I'm wearing AirPods right now.
I can't. You're right.
That's why I like them so much. Oh, there they are. Ah.
Is he wearing headphones? I don't know. I can easily make these AirPods, but they wouldn't work.
Yeah, just cut them off.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people do that just so people don't talk to them. It's not that bad idea.
No, it's not. I mean, it makes good sense.
I did have something else on my notes.
I didn't even looked at my notes yet.
Oh. So Saturday night.
Yeah.
We go out to a buddy's place, meet up with him. It was just a bunch of people he works with and our neighbor. So we're kind of sitting there shooting the shit, and there's this girl. I have no idea who she is. Never met her before in my life. But so somehow we got on the topic of, I don't know if we were talking about like eyebrows or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ask. And just about like, whatever, like how funny you look if you get rid of your eyebrows or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'm not really that worried about like eyebrows. She's like, the first thing I look at is someone's teeth. And like, if someone's teeth are all fucked up, like I can't, like, it distracts me.
Yeah.
I pulled out my phone and wrote this note because I couldn't look up. I didn't know what to do. And so I just had to write it down somewhere. Because this girl had a gap the size of a fucking Mack truck between her two fucking front teeth. And she is just going after people with jacked up teeth. And I'm just like...
You're whistling while you're talking.
Yeah, you can't say the letter S properly. Like, without calling in a fucking bird army. And so I'm just like, I can't, I don't even know what the rest of the conversation was. I just checked out, like I couldn't handle it. And so the next morning, my wife and I are talking, and she's like, so what do you think about that girl talking about the teeth last night? And so I pulled out my phone and I read exactly it. My note is, girl with Mack truck size gap teeth in her front teeth talking about bad teeth. And she was like, I didn't know what to say, because she was like, Lee was like, I was obviously going to say, you know, I noticed someone's teeth and like their smile first.
Yeah.
And she's like, and this girl's just, she's like, I didn't want to say it because the girl's got jacked teeth. But here she is saying that the first thing she looks at is teeth. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Some people just need to keep their mouth shut.
Where'd you go, pal? What are you doing?
Here. I'm trying to find cool shit to play with when we do this. You ever go through stuff in your, like your office or something and be like, oh, I forgot I had this. That's what I do sometimes when I'm in here.
Like the 28 boxes of flies that I went through the other night?
Yeah. We have this, we have like these. You still there?
Yeah.
We have like this set of three drawers, our spare room. And there's one in Mandy's labeled and one says Hughes Treasures. And I just noticed it, so I fired it up. And I'll show you what I got here.
I'm playing with a knife. I'm playing with a knife this entire podcast. Oh, rubber band gun?
Yeah.
Oh. Where's the wife? Can you get her?
Yeah, she's in the living room on the couch with her nephew.
Perfect.
Let's test it here first. It's almost like a double action.
Yeah, I don't really have like cool stuff in my desk drawer. I just have like computer parts. Like a 16-in-1 screwdriver. Did you get her?
No, I don't want to have to go out there. I'll get her after.
I have 3 mice sitting here. I don't know why.
3.
3 wireless mice.
Do they all work?
Yep.
I found bottle.
Oh, I also have my blue light glasses.
And he got me a pair of those.
These are the tortoise ones? Oh, yeah.
Bottle breacher.
Oh, yeah. The only thing I don't like with these is how much you can see my screen, like in the reflection.
Oh, yeah. It's the government, man. Wear blue light glasses to protect your eyes.
Yeah, so we can just reflect back what we're already watching on your computer.
So the bottle breacher, I guess this was, I have a note or something that came with it, but it's actually from an actually spent 50 cal shell from a U.S. service member.
Oh.
It's got the primers fired and everything.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
That's good that it's not a live primer.
Yeah, this is true. And then I found a back scratcher. Extendo back scratcher.
Yeah.
I got such a humpback, I can't get anything. Then got all my coffee containers. All set up.
Good. I got some metal ones if you want them.
Well, I'm putting up shelves in here. My shelves aren't going to be big enough for any more coffee containers. All right. Drop my cell phone. We'll leave it there. Yeah.
The only two other things I have, I got a hot take for you.
What do you got?
Dirty air filters work better than clean air filters.
In what?
Anything.
I don't believe you. A good portion of my living is made on selling new air filters.
Uh-huh.
I'm not just gonna say keep your dirty air filter. It works better.
Well, so here's the thing.
Are we talking an air-cooled engine, or are we talking a liquid-cooled engine?
It does not matter. We're talking about the purity of the air making it through the filter. It is filtered better through a dirty air filter. Now, you could have a filter so dirty that it cannot get any fucking air through, or reduced air, and then you run rich, and then that's not great for anything.
Or dirt ingestion.
Dirt's not making it all the way through.
I've seen it happen. Well, I've seen it happen.
It's with those cheap sponge filters.
I'm talking like even paper filters. I guarantee it, Garrett. I've seen it happen. Once a year, if not more. Dirt gets through an air filter, gets into an engine, and causes damage.
But you can't tell me that an air filter, so if you just took a plain paper filter, right? But then you packed it full of dirt, not to the point of the dirt coming through the filter, but if it was just covered in normal dirt, the air that comes through that has had to been filtered tighter than just what is normal. It's pure air on the inside.
But it could also cause the engine to overheat.
Or it could cause the engine to run very rich.
6 1, half dozen of the other. Shot myself in the nipple.
Oh, there was this is a while back. I forgot to talk about this one. It was another York Community Dialogue beautiful thing until now they've just turned all political. But this was before they got all political.
Yeah.
Someone complaining about people leaving dog poop in their empty flower pot. And not like a flower pot, like a flower planter. Like a big, like a 4-by-whatever, like a 2x2, 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Now, granted, should you be leaving bags of poop? No. But why do you have a fucking ginormous planter empty at the end of your driveway? You're asking for it. Not saying this right, but you're also just providing a great receptacle for me to throw a shit bag in.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for not bringing poop bags with me, so I don't worry about that.
See, Riley he always went where nobody needed to clean up the shit.
Exactly.
So I was blessed with that.
So that's what I do with, like, when we're on walks and I can tell he's getting ready.
Yeah.
I'll just point him to the woods and fucking unclip his leash and just go over there. I don't care.
Driving through Sanford Sunday afternoon, coming home from Mandy's parents. There was a couple walking down the road with their dog, and they were carrying the pooper scooper. My favorite is driving down the road and seeing the bags of shit tied onto the rear windshield wiper.
Yeah.
What are you going to do if you forget they're there, and then you turn the rear windshield?
I've definitely seen some, like, going down the road. They've been there for a while. They were not today's poop bag.
Yeah. Almost like a rite of passage for a Karen or a Susan.
Definite Karen move.
Yeah.
I
cleaned up my dog's
service
poop.
Dog.
Don't even off air, I'll tell you about that.
But I think I'm going to turn that Chessie into a service dog.
For who?
Me.
Emotional support.
Yeah. Just general badassery.
Well, if you get a service dog doctor's note or an emotional support dog that says you need that animal to fly, you can bring it around a plane with you.
Uh-huh. Fucking 90-pound Chessie just sitting next to me on a plane.
Right.
Okay. Hi, guys.
You get her the middle seat. You can have the window. And then that way you secure the armrest.
Oh, yeah. And I probably secure an empty route. Like, let's just be honest.
Do you have to pay for a seat?
I don't know how that works. I think they actually make you have it on the floor, but then I'm like, all right, this is like a monstrosity of a dog, so you can't really sit on the floor.
Yeah.
I actually ran into a guy with a service dog in the airport. Super cool dude. I was in Chicago? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Chicago. I stopped at the bar, and there was this dude there, and he was asking the bartender, like, he just came up and sat down with his dog and was just like, I just want a water. I just need to talk to someone. He's like, I think I left my wallet here. So he lives somewhere in, like, Wisconsin or something, somewhere, or maybe south, I don't remember. But he owns, like, 3 tattoo shops in LA. So he flies back and forth to pick up his money.
Yeah.
And then lives on his fucking family's land in fucking wherever. And so he's got an emotional support dog or PTSD dog. I think he's in the service.
That's cool.
But ended up not. He lost his wallet after he got through security originally in Chicago. And then so he gets to LA and realizes he doesn't have his fucking wallet. And he's like, how the fuck do I get home? So like, and he ended up like talking about it and everything. And, but his dog was just like laying there like fucking perfect. Like it was a true service dog.
Yeah.
And like a couple people like came up and asked him about it, and we're like, oh, can the people in the restaurant were like, can we give him, a snack or anything he wants? Like, if you have like a chicken breast, like, yeah, you can have that. Like, I'm not going to give him shitty food. Like, he's not getting French fries. It was really neat. And talking to him about owning tattoo shops and stuff. And
that's cool.
Like, yeah, the LA scene just wasn't for me, but I'd already spent the money and got my shops, and I've got good people there to run them. So why not stay as owner and just take fucking a cut of all the earnings? So I was like, yeah, seems like a pretty good fucking business model.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt at all. Well, you got anything else?
I don't think so.
I was totally unprepared.
I am. Yeah, I know. I was prepared to talk about farming and farm Stop. Fucking Tanner.
God damn it, Tanner.
What's your opinion on, like, if you click on, I'm addicted to those, like, E-Bombs World, like, oh, see this person get fucking back at so-and-so. And they're all scrolling articles, which I love.
Yeah.
The slideshows, I fucking hate anybody that does slideshows on their website. I'll just close out of them. I don't care if it's something I care a lot about. I'm not clicking through a slideshow. Go fuck yourself.
I don't do the slideshows. I like
and then other than that, I am just a Barbie Jeep mechanic at this point.
I was really bummed that those Power Wheels fell through.
I got to keep an eye out. I think we are officially, all three are broken at this point.
Oh boy.
I have enough parts to get at least one working right now. I'm waiting on parts that, because of COVID, I'm fucking done. Amazon, fuck you. Every part store, fuck you. It's like, I called Saturday night, or Saturday? Yeah, I think it was Saturday. I called Portsmouth Ford to order a part for Expedition. Yeah, maybe Wednesday. Like,
dude, it's bad.
This is fucking stupid. I'm fucking done with it. I think UPS is just giving up. I don't think they're, at this point, we're fucking 4 months into this. You've got to figure it out by now.
Yeah. Yeah,
or
it's bad.
nothing's gonna go back to being the way it was before.
Yeah, I don't think, as far as shipping stuff goes, I don't think it's going back anytime soon.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh, it sucks. I agree, 100%.
But yeah, I've got three separate gearboxes on order.
Jesus. And then the wheels came right off of another one, right?
Yeah, we drilled in some wheel latch pins for that one. Yeah,
I've been keeping my eyes peeled.
And like, dude, the gearboxes, like, so like, I know like one of those ones you said, the one you sent me, like one of them was only like one wheel drive.
Yeah.
The gearboxes for them are fucking $19, and it comes with a motor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can literally, so like, out of the three that are broken right now, for $40 a piece, I can have all new running gear in them. Like, okay.
It's too bad you go. Oh, speaking of gearboxes, Saturday, was it Saturday or Friday night? Friday at work, I dropped a gearbox, probably weighs 10 pounds, 10, 12 pounds, from a 6-foot shelf. It fell off the shelf, landed directly on my toe.
Well, you should have safety boots on if you're, you know. They make the proper PPE to make this not happen to you.
Listen, oh sure.
Coming from the person that almost blew himself up with a fucking butane lighter today.
So, like, it hurt so bad, I couldn't even like talk. I was just silent. And I limped the rest of the day, and I got home, and I'm like, I looked at my sock. It wasn't bloody, but I'm like, I know my toe is going to be black. And it wasn't my big toe. It wasn't the one next to that. It was like the middle toe. Pulled my sock off, and it was completely fucking purple, all the way down to the base, and like it's still like where it connects to my foot is still purple, like back onto the foot.
Nice.
Oh, it was a cast aluminum gearbox with two drive shafts coming out of either side, and the drive shaft hit it right on just like that. I thought I broke it. I thought I was just going to pull my sock off and my toe was going to fall out. And then today at work, I set a battery on the counter that I was selling to somebody. And our batteries have handles on them. And as I pulled my hand out of the handle, my pinky got caught and it came down and smashed in between the handle and the battery. So that hurt. And as I did that, the battery started to come back and like slide off the counter. So I quickly reacted to reach up and grab that, and I punched the counter. And I let out a swift motherfucker right in front of the customer. There was 5 or 6 people in line. And one of the guys at the counter is a regular customer. He goes, "Well, I'm offended." And then the best part is he goes, "Well, I'm offended." And he turns around, walks out. And he comes back in after, he goes, "I had to go outside because I had to laugh so hard." And it worked out perfect that I said I was offended. So, but my pinky didn't turn purple. My knuckle still kind of hurts. But we'll make it do.
Yeah, I mean,
I got 2 days left, and then I got like almost a week off. So
perfect.
I just gotta make it.
So are we gonna remote the next one or just delay it?
Probably gonna have to delay it because I'm gonna be driving or in a hotel. So we'll see what happens. I know we're not stopping on the way down. We're stopping on the way back because we're gonna have my dad with me.
Yeah.
So.
You have it both, or you love driving?
So we're leaving Tuesday morning. Fairly early. And heading back. The movers show up at my mom's house Tuesday morning to load everything. So I think my mom's gonna leave Wednesday morning. So they'll be back by the weekend. We'll be back late Wednesday.
Not bad.
No.
Good time to do a drive with the fucking current fuel prices.
Yeah, I mean they're still higher than they were when this all started, but I'm hoping, like I said, this is just a hope, so we know what that does, but I'm hoping that traffic will be lighter in some places just because of what's going on.
I don't think you're going to see it many places. I think everything's back.
Except for New York City.
No, yeah. But
so we'll see. I don't plan on doing much when I'm down there, just helping him spend a little time with my sister, I'm sure.
Oh, did you want to tell the story that I sent out in a little Facebook world the other day?
Which one was that?
The day we drove to Fenway.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let me pull it up here. Actually, see if I still have the thread on there. So, how many years ago was that? 10?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
So Garrett and I and my brother-in-law, Brian, and Garrett's wife, Leah, went to a Boston Red Sox game. And I drove. So they obviously were in for it. Haven't really driven in Boston much in my life. And so I remember at one point, Brian was like talking and I was supposed to go left. And I said to you, I'm pretty sure I was like, left, right? And you said, correct. And then you said to Brian, see what I did there? Because if I had said right, he would have turned right. I need to speak Huey every once in a while.
Yeah. No, it was, I think Brian was in charge of the map. And
yeah. Which that was a horrible idea because
He has no idea what he's doing. But he was like, all right, Huey, you're going to take a left up here. And you were like, all right, I'm taking a left, right? And he was like, right. And I was like, no. Yes, Huey, you are taking a left. That is correct. It was like, you have to form this sentence in a way that is not going to get misconstrued.
Yeah. But the comment was, or the thread was, 10 years ago, I'm amazed Leah Hutchins and I made it out of Boston with Hugh McDougall and Brian McGuire at the wheel. I have not laughed so hard in a car before. It was fucking hilarious.
Watching Huey get flustered. And to be, you spent more time out places. 10 years ago, Huey was a Elliott, York, Kittery kid.
Yeah, I didn't venture on a maiden. Yeah. It still is. Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. I don't like to venture very far, especially in a city. So
I don't mind it.
I got no use for it.
No, good food in cities.
This is true.
Entertainment. It's fun. I don't know if I'll ever go to a city ever again after this Corona bullshit, but
yeah.
I'm not going out to eat if I'm required to wear a mask. I've decided, so we'll see how long that goes for.
I think I don't know. I think this whole mask thing is just gonna kind of go away. Like something else is gonna come up, and people will be bothered by that instead of masks. You know what I mean?
I do.
I mean, I just saw this meme on Facebook. It says, "COVID should be renamed Cotton Eye Joe. Where did it come from? Where did it go?" Oh, you know what I'm really looking forward to for 4th of July this year?
What's that?
The homemade fireworks shows.
Oh, they're going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be so awesome. Any house in America will just be able to go outside on the 4th, like that whole weekend. 4th of July is on a Saturday this year. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday is just going to be relentless.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. And if it's going to be dry, if it's dry out, there's probably going to be forest fires. So
100%.
Strap on your boots and welcome to America.
The fireworks companies must just be so happy right now at everyone that's canceling 4th of July celebrations.
Yeah, and just selling massive amounts of homeowner fireworks.
Hopefully they just go on like this Corona sale and we can buy like $10,000 worth of fireworks for like $1,000.
COVID 19% off.
20.
Yeah.
Make it 40.
I agree. It's gonna be epic. With that, I'm spent.
I think that's it. I gotta go fix Jeeps.
I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta bring my truck to the shop tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Getting her ready to go.
We'll tune up.
Yeah, tune up, tire rotation.
Little fucking 52-point check in fucking 6 seconds. Thank you for your $50.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I got a dead vehicle in my shop right now, so I can't really say much. I've got the Expedition. Mini Cooper's back on the road, back terrorizing Southern Maine.
Wait, you have the Expedition?
For right now, the Knights are borrowing it for a little while until my father figures out what he wants to do with it.
I've got an idea.
What's that?
Power stroke swap.
Well, the body's just not there for it.
Nah, that's true.
And I want an excursion. If I was going to buy anything and put any money into it, it would be an excursion.
Makes sense.
But the expedition is in, I mean, the thing has 268,000 miles on it or something.
Yeah.
It's insane. But it's in really good shape. It's an 09.
Yeah.
I stupidly said I would help with this after my father had already started.
Yeah.
So I got to try and unfuck George's Bondo work. Now, I don't know if you ever saw his plaster work that he did in his house.
I heard about it.
It was basically like you took a picture and like when they sort of do like a little topography on the map for like the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
That was what his fucking ceiling looked like. The Bondo was not much better. I literally just took a grinder to it. It was just like, I have to get rid of pounds and pounds of body filler right now.
Oy vey.
So I did that. Then I painted it. It actually came out halfway decent. And you can't even see it's on one of the rockers and you can't even see it with the door shut. So I was kind of like, I really don't care about this right now. I'm not going to be super like, it's not on a body panel. I'm not going to try and make it. Like I should have done one more skim coat and I was just like, no, like just not happening. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I got that done, but I'm waiting on a door latch to show up because one of the door latches broke. And once that's here, get that in the battery and it's out my shop. So hopefully by Thursday.
Nice.
I got to go pull in 3 Barbie Jeeps and try and at least get one running so my kids don't fucking mute me.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, I've got it down to a science now. I can get them apart and put them back together in under 5 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
It's retarded. It's just so dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm good for tonight. We will. If anybody has any leads on Power Wheels, just hit us up and I'll come take them off your hands. If you need any tips or tricks, I might just start a web series on how to fucking disassemble and reassemble. It's so easy.
You should do like a YouTube channel, or use the Mainely Stoopid YouTube channel.
I could. I think I'll post this on there tonight. I don't know if we did that with the last one or not.
I don't think so.
I don't think we did. We should.
Definitely.
It was a good one.
Yeah, and if this one sucks, if you don't like this one, go back and listen to that one because that one was good.
The last one was good. Episode 58 was way better than 59.
What's that?
Episode 58 was way better than this one. So
I agree.
I'll be honest with you.
Well, all right.
Once shit isn't so depressing and we can actually talk about like news stuff without fucking offending everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
Maybe that'll be cool. But until then, hopefully next time we talk, we'll have a nice little farmer on and
yes,
find out about farming. See if he knows anything about grass seed or sunflower seeds. I got questions.
I got questions. And we're going to get our answers. God damn it.
That's right. If that falls through, I know a mushroom farmer. So maybe I'll hit him up too.
All right, folks.
It's been real.
It's been fun.
Definitely not real fun, but we're here. We're here grinding. Try and make your day a little bit better.
Always. And with that, peace.